So my speech will be divided in two parts, and the first one I'll be speaking about contribution to development of cryptocurrency vertical. So let's start with a bit of introduction, and basically what is Advendor? Advendor is affiliate network based on CPA model, and if you're familiar with business, you can present us as a similar modern affiliate network where advertisers can represent their offers and where partners like affiliates can provide the traffic and get profit for this. And basically we have representation of each vertical at the moment. You can see so finance, gambling, mobile gaming, and cryptocurrency with ICO. So considering that we're a cryptocurrency conference, it's a great idea to speak about cryptocurrency itself. Let's get with the history and how it started for us. In the end of 2015, our CEO founded a company and had a 7-year background of affiliate marketing. So 3 years in teaser banner network, and last 4 years before creating Advendor, it was a very popular gaming affiliate network in Russia. So he had that knowledge and realization what kind of strategy we have to choose. And the advantage of CPA model over other models like CPM and CPC was actual realization how we're gonna build our partner relations with our advertisers. Nobody wants to pay for nothing, only for result and for real actions. That is basically CPA. And idea of cryptocurrency is coming that our tight relationship with cloud mining servers named Hashflare and the company Hashcoins, we actually knew a bit more about this business back in the days. And the prospect of cryptocurrency was basically the idea how we're going to develop. And I'm actually going to finish my speech with words, in cryptocurrency we trust. But by that moment, we believed in cryptocurrency. And let's get like some kind of interactive part. Does any of you remember the price of Bitcoin in the end of 2015? You can shout out. No. How much? No. So, guys, it was $350, the price of Bitcoin in the end of 2015. That's when we started. And basically, that relationships with Hashcoins and their product Hashflare basically was the first offer in the system. And we knew how to build affiliate network. We knew how to provide traffic. We knew how to track everything related to affiliate marketing. But we never worked with cryptocurrency. Same as us and same as our partners. So the dedicated base of our partners were around like 1,000 of people at the beginning. And it was brought by our CEO from his previous experiences. And as you can understand, there were like people from gaming, finance, adult, gambling, but not even close to cryptocurrency. Even finance as a vertical is not that close to cryptocurrency as you can believe in it. So basically, we had a problem of narrow circle of involved people. The capitalization of cryptocurrency in the end of that year was 12 billions of dollars. And the circle of audience was really, really narrow. With that knowledge and statistic what we had, for example, Hashflare had their database of 100,000 of people. Other cloud mining companies like Genesis, for example, and other exchange companies, they had like overall community was around of, this number is not exact, so don't go harsh on me with that. Or the involved amount was like 2 million of people. That is really, really low. And you have to understand that we had to start providing traffic and sales to our partner. So And the last issue what we had is the lack of convenient partners. As I told you, the people were coming from adult or finance or gambling. They didn't know how to work with cryptocurrency and what it is. So we had to determine what kind of payable goals we will have on the offer. And to attract the individuals and professionals in their verticals, like same gaming, finance, and stuff like that, we had to attract them on a new offer. New offer means a new tests, and they want to get paid for their test. And payable registration solved that problem for us. So the price for registration was around $1. And you can imagine that tier 1 countries, if you buy traffic, is not affordable for you for this price. But if we go with Latin America or Asia or CIS, for example, even some European countries, it is really great value of $1 to get for a valid registration. And in addition, if you find the correct source and you get conversion, you're gonna get revenue share. The percentage on that was in public like 25%. So, and the average check at that time was around of $50. So it was possible to see the conversion of your audience, and those who started to convert with us were pretty much learning this business the same way we did with them. So let's get to first results. As you can see, the graphic shows starting with May, but starting in the end of 2015, we're gonna skip January, February, and everything before that because results were really, really poor. It's not the one to show. And in the end, like the first result that really mattered for us was May. And you can see May and June, like 3,000 registration became like 7,000 in the next month. Then it was 8,000. So the rise in each point was pretty noticeable. And the sales we're getting from that purchases was noticeable for our advertiser. So everything was going really smooth. But it's not always like that. So as you can see here, please don't even pay attention right now in October because this is the optimization point for us. And before that, when we realized that we need to do an optimization, was that registration will keep growing, but purchases and sales were going down. The issue is simple. We attracted that many of people from a really, really small audience that there was nothing else to add. Everybody who was possible to be attracted was attracted already. And people were only staying in our system only to get $1 for registration. So basically the decision was really vital for us, but as we believed in this industry, it was the right decision. We removed the registration goal as a payable one, and we decreased revenue share percentage. Because if you get revenue share, if you get purchases, either 25 or 20%, it doesn't matter, you still get these purchases. So the decision was to optimize the maximum optimization of the client's budget. And as you can notice, in October, the drop of registration was like, it was obvious thing to happen. Those who never converted their registration to purchases, they just disappeared. And pretty much we had the overall understanding of what kind of sources are getting real sales in cryptocurrency vertical. And the drop of purchases were going down, but the overall purchases started to rise. And one more thing, guys, if you remember the history of Bitcoin growing, during 2016, it didn't like, oh my God, I'm losing words. It didn't that obvious like in the recent time. It started with 400, and in the end of the year it was 800. So the only jump was like doubled. Right now we see when it started with 2,000, 4,000, 6,000 and so on. So the interest of the community was not growing at all, because pretty much that was the world before Bitcoin started to cost thousands. So, and here's actually our pride. The overall result for 2016 was, you can see it, like 50,000 registration, 25,000 purchases, and only 1 million of sales for advertiser. The stats for 2017 were taken by me in the middle of October, so the year is not even over. We can see that registration are growing, but the most important, the purchases are growing. And here's the place where I'm waiting some kind of reaction from you. The increase in sales is tremendous. $25 million in sales within 10 months. That is the result that is driving us further. And here's the part that in 2017, the rise of Bitcoin is helping us to promoting this industry. So cryptocurrency vertical is self-promoting in any other way, only by rising up the exchange rate of Bitcoin. And the one and the most important month for us was June, not only because of the highest amount of sales. As you understand, like in the period of 2 years, we've been developing other verticals as well. We've been developing other offers in each vertical as well. So Hashflare is not only our cryptocurrency offer, but the result is tremendous because of one reason. During June, we launched first ever ICO offer in affiliate marketing. So nobody has done it before in the way of success, and it happened in the same month. It started at the 1st of June and ended in the first week of July, and we managed at the same time with 6 million sales in Hashflare, for Hashflare, we did the 7 million sales for our ICO offer. And here's the second part, release of this first ever ICO offer, and let's get to it. Maybe some of you know already the product or ICO itself, but let me talk not about the product, but about ICO offer in the system of affiliate network. So the duration of the offer was 5 weeks, 10,000 registrations, and 5,000 purchases. The overall outcome of investments of the Polybius was 32 millions. 7 millions is our number that got attracted through our traffic sources. And let's talk about every check here. Every check was 1,000 compared to registrations. But if we remove all registration that brought less than 1,000, the average check was around 4,000. It is again the result that we're really proud of, because in the period of 2 years, we managed to find that specific sources. We managed to educate that specific affiliates, and we managed to learn ourselves from that audience how to work with cryptocurrency. And the success of this ICO is not because of us, actually. It's because their product was, the team of their product was working really well. And let's go on the points why it succeeded in our network. So first of all, it's an exclusive approach. Any of affiliates who wanted to attract their own traffic on the Polybius offer were supposed to get it from us. So that gave us a little bit of freedom of what can we show and how we can describe this offer in our system. So basically global countries is a huge plus for us, because so you may have specific designated traffic like from one country only. And this is the point where you can convert your traffic in our network on this offer. So the payable goal was set to in public for 5%. we were getting around of 20%, and our top partners are working always on exclusive and private rates. So the highest of them were getting around 15%. So speaking about hold period, I just want to point it out that right now we are launching ICOs on a revenue share without hold period, because we're starting to work with deposit where we can easily pay our partners, and we pay each week in dollars and BTC. So with that opportunity of removing hold at this moment, we can keep paying our partners immediately if they convert and get in sales. But since it was only our first experience with ICO, we didn't know where it's going to be. We already knew that the minimum cap of ICO is going to happen, and we will get paid, and we will be able to pay our partners. But as a safety measure, we keep this whole period. But right now, we're optimizing and learning as well. So, and exclusive partnership always also allows us to open all traffic, to involve any traffic basically you have. So okay, let's get to advantages for partners. I started to speak about products, and it is really important that we working with ICO offers like that. We giving our experience and sharing with them. So a bit of consulting is happening during the preparation and during the time when we promoted the offers. So Polybius had represented at the beginning only 9 localizations. A week before, we are getting information that Korea is pumping up the cryptocurrency with like $5 billion. And before the start of the ICO sale, token sale, we were begging that, guys, come on, let's do a Korean localization. You'd be surprised, but 20% of all collected money from our network came from Korea. So you have to understand that each localization is increasing your option to attract additional investments of native speaking audience. Same happens with payment methods. If you cut any kind of opportunity to invest into your product, that means that you are cutting half of the traffic, not half the part of the traffic that is coming to your offer, and you're gonna pay for it. So it is really important to give the maximum options. And again, remember guys, I'm talking about affiliate marketing. I'm not talking about the product that you're going to sell like in offline or by any other sources. No, if you come into and buying traffic, you have to keep these things in mind. The third point is pretty simple, user-friendly interface. You have to understand, if the person gets on your page, it should be simple. One button to invest, one button to register, one thing like display of timer or anything like that. Pretty simple stuff, but people forget about it. And of course, your product should be understandable. Like the average time of a good average time of spending time on a landing page is around like 1.5 minutes. You have 1.5 minutes to actually attract the person and to make sure that he will register in and invest. This is pretty much the end of this speech, and to give you the idea where we're living right now in the end of October in 2017, that basically community is growing really fast, and it has 2 advantages. Oh, excuse me, it has 1 advantage and 1 disadvantage. So the first, I will talk about disadvantage, and it's competition. Obviously, you can say that competition provides some positive results as well, but in the end of September, 1,800 ICO were listed on ICO lists. Just imagine, like, yeah, there are small scams, hypes, stuff like that. But still, the competition is growing, and you have to keep in mind that it should make you to think about twice what are you going to do, like if you're stepping in this industry. So, and let's talk about advantages now. Community, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, it is promoting itself with each exchange rate boost, with each numbers and information about capitalization. So I started about 2015 that it was 12 billions. Right now it's 200 billions. If there are people in the audience from money sector, you have to you understand that this boost is tremendous. This kind of growth is outstanding thing. And that is basically the positivity of our industry, with they trying to be involved. And the last two things, more and more bigger companies, governments, regulations, and stuff like that are trying to get on this boat. In some cases, government can provide us and give us some kind of disadvantage. But overall, it's a positive influence, because any information that is going to spread the word about cryptocurrency is giving another opportunity for us, like an affiliate affiliate network, to convert our own traffic. So I'd like to thank you. I'd like to tell you that feel free to get to our stand downstairs, ask questions from me, colleagues, and of course join our network just to check it out, how we can work together. Thank you very much.
Russell Apayev, thank you very much.